没有带到记忆卡。
I'm sure you have seen this very viral video. It's very funny, and we are currently also on the top of a mountain, and we purposely didn't bring our storage card. Well, how do we solve this awkward situation? Let me show you guys today. Los geht's! We can use the Accsoon Cineview to connect via our phone to capture the video on there. It will have some compression, but it's better than nothing. Of course, driving here for 3 hours, we didn't want to show you guys just this. What can I say? Weather is shit as always. 但是嘿，我们今天出去，我们要拍一个特别酷炫的短片，这是大力，然后还有一男，然后还有 James。都说老马识途，老马识途，你怎么记不得路？But to actually find out if the complete Accsoon solution on wireless transmission can actually help small-size film teams to manage some larger-size projects, and to see if it can establish a good communication with the client. Also, we want to use cine glasses. This can be very helpful when shooting handheld to make sure it's as stable as possible while you outsource the focus pulling to someone else.
哇，待会要拍大蘑菇，嚯！你看呀，馒头那么大的蘑菇，
小心有毒哈！好大呀！
你不吃怎么知道有毒呢？来，我尝尝。
Let's first check out how we set up our A7S3. The problem with when you start attaching a lot of accessories is always power. Because for each additional accessory you need additional batteries, and it's really annoying to keep track of changing them. Therefore, it's important to have one unified power source. The Feelworld LUT7S monitor is therefore a very good solution. So at the front, we have the Sony A7S with the Feelworld LUT7S monitor, Cineview transmitter, SmallRig baseplate with 50mm rods, and also the focus motor from Accsoon. On the receiving end, we have another Feelworld LUT7S monitor, a Cineview receiver, Accsoon focus pulling control unit, a mount from Accsoon, and the focus motor control unit. Wireless transmission is actually very important, because as soon as your projects get bigger, you need to have a lot of people who help you to finish your vision. Otherwise, you will have to micromanage and explain everyone step by step what you actually want. It's very inefficient. With Cineview, you can make sure that you have a transmission unit and also a receiving unit. Beside that, you can also connect to the transmitter via iPhone, iPad, and also the new M1 laptops. Although the M1 has a lot of annoying problems, but the cool thing is you can use its app store to download apps you can also find on iPad or iPhone. We can download the Accsoon app and use the M1 Max actually as a director's monitor, which is pretty convenient in comparison to some like traditional, bigger, larger monitors. And if your client can't come on set, you could also transmit the video feed through RTMP livestream or use the UVC feature. You could attach this receiving unit via a USB Type-C cable to your computer. And then you just open up chat app, make a video phone call with your client, and the image from the Cineview will actually be detected like a webcam. So now your client can see what you're filming. This is very cool and simple. You don't need beforehand a lot of time to explain the technical stuff. Because it's on your phone, you can also airdrop it very quickly to the computer so you can make a quick on-set edit. In general, the transmission was very stable. It uses dual band, 2.4G and 5G. The distance was also solid. Latency-wise, it was also low enough to do focus pulling. Connection ports-wise, the transmission unit has a HDMI in and out, which is very helpful. Besides powering it with MP batteries, you could also power it through USB Type-C cable or DC. Then let's talk about the focus pulling unit. With this one I was a bit skeptical, to be honest, but after the shoot I was convinced. First things first, to attach it onto the rail is way easier than some other options like PD-Movi, Air Pro 3 or Live Air 2. For those ones, the knob you use to attach are round, and sometimes when you're sweating on set it gets very slippery and it's hard to tighten them. The strengths of the motors are also strong enough to handle bigger and beefier lenses, like Arri Master Primes. But most importantly, we need to see if there's a latency, and after many tests I must say it's not bad. You can get very precise with it. For this one there are also some annoying parts. The battery is not a common MP type one, therefore you have another type of battery you have to charge extra. It also doesn't come with a marking ring, so you cannot mark some AB points on it. And the battery compartment door is a bit plasticky. I don't feel it's super tight. You have to make sure that this little brake is engaged, otherwise the battery might pop out. Generally speaking, those minor issues are still okay for me, especially considering that the price is very friendly. So here is a micro short film we created with this entire setup.
Achtung, Achtung! Letzte Evakuierung. Bestätigungscode C350. C350.
Translation COM device activated. Error signal low. Signal low.
To be all in one ecosystem and rigging up your devices is really convenient because they all function with each other. And if you want to do this type of setup but with like more expensive equipment, you will have to like pay a lot to get there. And for small size crews, this is actually pretty fun and simple to use. So yeah, I think there are some limitations, but generally speaking, it's pretty cool.